Hi, welcome to another episode of Mom Does It All. If you're looking for encouragement, empowerment, and uplifting in motherhood and mompreneurship, this is the show for you. I'm your host, Marta Spurk, triplet mom, success coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire. Today, I want to talk to you about understanding who you really are so that you can get to where and who you want to be. I'm going to make manifestation the easiest concept you've ever heard. I want to help you become an intentional manifestor because up until this point, you've probably been an accidental manifestor. So excited about this one. Let's dig in. Have you started holiday shopping yet? I know just the place. Go to the T Studio shop on Etsy and get 15% off with code MOMDOESITALL. The last couple of weeks have been pretty crazy. I guess I could say I have gone through several breakthroughs, just meeting with other entrepreneurs in person and deciding to start the certification to be a success coach. Just so many things are happening that are just confirming all of that I'm doing and just making me feel fuller and more confident in the path that I'm taking. And this is happening with my clients too. And so it just makes me even more excited about everything. And not only that, but even the guests that have been on my podcast are telling me how this experience has brought them more clarity and confidence. And I even did one episode saying how podcasting is helping me getting my message out there and just processing my thoughts because I have to speak them. You know, I have to put them out into the universe. And really, it's this process of finding your true self, of rediscovering it, or really just finding who you are postpartum or, now as an adult, but revisiting your memories as a childhood and your stories, because this is the process that I do with my clients. And essentially, when I'm doing an interview, this is what I do with my guests as well, is kind of asking them, hey, how did you get into this? And sometimes they go back into their past and into their childhood. And now I've had some of these mompreneurs that are guest speaking here on the show actually start working with me because they're like, I want to go through this process with you. And it's the process that I have gone through. So, and this is the most amazing thing is that me looking for more and trying to understand what my passion really is has led me to create a program that helps women go through this process as well and feel this fulfillment that I have been able to find for myself. They can do that. And so I kind of want to talk about this a little bit today. And someone asked me the other day, what made you decide to branch off from network marketing? And people have been asking me if I quit. I did not. I am still, coaching people on their health and fitness journey. I still need that accountability myself. But what made me decide was that, and it was part of what I actually teach in my programs. When you have a business, especially with network marketing, you have to stand out. You can't be doing the same thing that everybody else in the company is doing because you have to be different, right? So that you can attract your ideal client. And how do you do something different? You just have to be who you are. So it really forces you to knowing who you really are so that you can be that. I mean, through the years in our lives, we are influenced by this and that and, by our environment and the people that we meet. And that complements who we are, but it also can mask a lot of who we really are. And I truly believe that after you become a mom, like I've said before, you have that opportunity to start from scratch almost and really tap into who you really were when you were first born, before you had society impose so many limitations and before you imposed so many limitations on yourself. And so really what made me do that was I wanted to get to know myself so that I could be that, because I knew that would attract people to me because I am unique and so is everybody else. So even though I was growing with my business, I still have a team of wonderful women who were supporting me and who were seeing great results in their lives. I wanted to grow. I wanted to grow as a person. And when I did that, I realized my passion is motivating and empowering women. And then I realized as well that it was a disservice to other women out there who are not interested in health and fitness at this particular time in their lives. It was a disservice for me not to share my gift of motivation and encouragement with these other women, because I was just kind of closing myself to the people that were interested in weight loss or improving their health. And I still believe that that's really important, and that's a huge part of finding fulfillment in your life, is improving your health. But I wanted to speak to a larger audience, if that makes sense. And so that's when I realized I wanted to help women with their business, because even though I want to motivate women in general and motivate moms in general, like I've said before, mom life and entrepreneurship are so connected, are so, together in the sense that when I am speaking to women about developing their business at a certain way, this can be applied to motherhood as well. But this is where I decided to start. And like I said, I have plans on taking this live and doing live events and speaking in front of people, because this is what I'm used to do as an interpreter, as someone that grew up in church and, led worship for years. But right now, this is my focus. So 2019, many things are going to happen, and I'm gearing up to them. So that's why the last couple weeks have been so exciting for me, because I started taking steps toward these big changes that I want to make in 2019. So in essence, I didn't step away from network marketing like I was doing it before because I was unhappy with it. It was because I wanted to grow, and that showed me I am bigger than I was bigger than what I was doing. And that's the process that I want to help women go through as well, is realize who you really are. You don't have to limit yourself in a sense if that's not who you really are. And some people, are super happy with what they're doing with network marketing and all of that. But if you feel like there's something else out there for you, and I know there's other women who feel that way as well, because these are the women that I'm working with right now, then let me help you go through this process of self-discovery and self-reflection, because it's not like I'm going to tell you what to do and say, here, you have to quit 100%, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. No, I'm going to guide you through this process that will show you what you need to do, what you want to do. It's just a proven process that I've developed with my own experience to help you find your true self and kind of unveil the path in front of you yourself. And what's even more amazing is that, so when I started, when you start with network marketing, I've said this several times, or when you start with your business, you realize you have to go through this process of personal development. You have to read books. You have to surround yourself with people that think alike. And there's a lot of talk of manifestation. And I don't know if that's something that you believe in or that you have come across. And especially coming from a Christian background and going to church, and my mom being a pastor, I have always believed in the things that you think, the things that you speak will create your reality and will change the circumstances around you. And there is a different way of calling it and saying manifesting. Things are going to just come to life because of how you think and because of what you say. And now that I am following people that talk about this a lot, I have been realizing that I have manifested so many things in my life unknowingly. Literally, everything that we have is a manifestation, whether it is a good thing or a bad thing. When you think about your marriage, when you think about your kids, even to me, to think about that, I grew up loving the English language and loving the American culture, and then I went on to marry an American and to live up here. This was a manifestation of something that I had deep within me, and I pursued it, and it just happened. So what are some of the things in your life that you had inside of you for so long? You pursued it, and then it happened. So this is the manifestation, the essence of manifestation. And what's interesting is that even though I had already been looking into manifestation and everything, my mentors, when they talk about this, that's not their focus. And recently, one of my friends who also has a podcast, and I was interviewed on there, The Journal Theory, and I'm actually having her on the show next Monday, so stay tuned. It's Jordan Thompson. She was talking to me about this one woman, Catherine Zenkina, who calls herself the Manifestation Babe, and she is huge. She's built a multi-million-dollar business in 2 years by focusing on manifestation, and that's all she talks about. And so I started looking into her stuff, and my mind was blown because it's exactly what I've been talking about for the last few months and what I've been trying to apply in my life. And it's like, now I need to bring this into my line of vision and apply it to my life. And it's just, I feel so full again and so complete because all these things are coming together, and the only explanation is I'm manifesting them. I am, reaching this place where I can finally have these things or understand these things. When sometimes you're like, why couldn't I have done this before? And it's like, you weren't there yet. And now I feel like I am in this place where I can be super intentional about the things that I want and have this work for me every single time. But let me tell you more a little bit about Catherine and about her work. And I will link all kinds of information here for you guys to go see what she does, because she really is incredible. Like, I was blown away. So she actually has a quiz. She has so many free resources for you to start applying these things into your life and getting to know it more. And I took the quiz, and my result was that I am the manifestation babe, meaning manifesting things come easy to me. Well, one of the things that she says is that we are manifesting. We have manifested our lives up until this point. And I'm even going to read a little thing here that she sent in one of the emails. She says, "You have manifested your entire life up until this point. The current reality that you are experiencing is a result of what you spent the majority of time focusing on up until this point. So you're already a master manifestor. You're not necessarily new to manifesting itself. However, you're probably new to becoming a more intentional and positive manifestor, which is where all the fun stuff comes in. This is where you start to learn more about your desires and get crystal clear on what you really want to bring into your life. Then apply it to your unique manifesting process and watch it unfold in your reality," which speaks so much to me, because that's what I am helping moms do, is really tapping into what is your desire? What do you want? And then making it a reality, taking action steps into making it a reality. So this is amazing. And her podcast is great too. So I've been going through all of her resources because there's so much out there. And what I love so much about her is that she talks about these things that have been out there, Tony Robbins and all of these motivational people that I mentioned a few episodes back. But it doesn't feel like she's regurgitating anything. It's really fresh. It's very relatable. It's just kind of like a different take on things, and I really love it. And another thing too is that she is being mentored by Tony Robbins. The other day, she actually had an episode on her podcast talking about this lecture or this event that she went with Tony Robbins. And she talks about how to reclaim your true self, how to tap into who you really are, which is, again, the process that I've been taking my clients through, is going back to your roots, understanding your story so that you can apply this to your business, but really so you can have more clarity in your life and understand who you really are and just not go through the motions, right? And she talks about breakthroughs that she's had recently after answering some questions that Tony Robbins asked. And this is in one of her episodes. I will link that as well. But the questions are, whose love did you crave the most growing up? Who did you have to be for that person? Who could you never be? Who is someone you respect immensely, and what are the qualities you respect? Who is someone you dislike, and what are the qualities you dislike the most? And that's another thing that I have been learning and studying through my certification to be a success coach is understanding that everything that you criticize and judge on somebody else are things that you don't like about yourself, that you already judge about yourself. And all of these things are keeping you from advancing in life and, are pretty much self-sabotage. So the best thing you can do in your life, woman that's listening to me, is understanding who you are, because that is going to help you get rid of all of the blockages that are keeping you from moving forward, from really reaching a successful, fulfilling life. So you have to get to know who you really are, and it is my mission to help you reach that point so you can get this clarity and become a more confident human being and impact the world, impact your family, and all of those around you. And so I wanted to talk about the 3 steps into intentional manifestation, which is another thing that Catherine talks a lot about, is first and foremost, ask for what you want. So you have to know what you want, right? And that's the process that I help ladies go through, is understanding exactly what their passion is and what they want. Then embody the version of yourself that already has it. And how do you do that? You have to go back and understand what you already achieved, and really dig through your past and think, what have I already manifested that's good in my life, and how does that make me feel? That's the exact same feeling that I have to be feeling the entire time to attract what I don't have, what I still want. If you go back a few episodes back and you listen to my Gratitude is Wealth episode, it's all in there. And the 3rd step is surrender and receive the desire. So really learning to receive, learning that you are worthy, right, of receiving things that are good. You deserve to be rich. You deserve to be prosperous. You deserve to be happy. It's understanding all of these things and really becoming aware of all of this past your childhood, teenage trauma, or whatever life has thrown at you, is letting go of all of that, really zeroing in what you want and receiving it. So really my intention with this episode was kind of talking about the breakthrough that I've had, sharing these resources from the Manifestation Babe because they are amazing, and ask you, what have you already manifested in your life that you are proud of, that you are so grateful for? And start there. Keep yourself in that state every day, throughout the day, and then realize what you still want, and you're that much closer to getting there. So I hope this was helpful to you. I am so excited to keep digging into this and bringing you guys more content on it, because I feel like this is exactly who I am and what I'm all about and what I truly believe in, and that I just want to bring my own outlook on all of this and share it with you guys. And I am just so excited because so many things are coming together for me. It felt like, for the last 3 years being a stay-at-home mom, I was, just like Michaela said earlier this week, taking the steps towards things, right? And now they're coming to life. It seemed like I was, in the dark, doing all of these things, preparing, and now the light is finally shining in, and all of these things are coming together. And I'm so excited that you're here with me in this process and seeing these things coming to life, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be incredible. And I can't wait for the rest of my life. And I hope you feel the same. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you love this. And if you're having a hard time tapping into your true self and manifesting the things that you want, especially in terms of your business, increasing your income and all of that, schedule a strategy call with me. I would love to talk to you and dig deep into the things that are not working so that we can take steps together into the things that you want to have, right? My program is ready for you. It's called Passion and Purpose, Path to Paychecks. You just go on right ahead to my website, martasperk.coach/testimonials. You can see what the other ladies that are working with me are saying and schedule a free strategy call. I will be more than happy to chat with you. And don't forget to leave a review for the show if you haven't already. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye.